Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Bilhwala Khadija from INT Mujant University. Welcome to the second chapter on group communication. So, in university you often work in groups. You discuss ideas, analyze text, and share opinions. So, in this lesson, you will learn how to communicate in a group, agree and disagree politely, analyze a text, and write a good paragraph. Let's begin. So, good communication in group is very huge scale. There are 4 key rules. The first one, listen carefully, respect others, speak clearly, and finally wait for your turn. Which means you should active your listening when your friend talks. For example here, student A said, I think renewable energy is very important. His friend answers him like, I understand your idea. You mean it helps environment, right? So it is very simple. There are 4 different steps. First one, listening with respect, and turn talking with clear speaking. Now how to agree and disagree with someone. In a group, you will not always agree with someone, but you must be polite. And we have here some good expressions like I agree with you, for example, I see your point, it is a good idea, and other expression for to disagree with someone like I understand your idea, but I think, or I see your point, however. And we have here student A said online learning is better. So his friend said as a comment, I see your point, but I think face-to-face learning is more effective. Okay? He didn't say you are wrong. He disagreed with him, but politely, with respect. Okay? Now let's learn how to study text. This is another part of our lesson. So, there are 3 different steps to study text. The first one is observe. Observe the text, which means ask simple questions. What is the topic? Who is the author? What type of text is it? And as example, we have simple text. Global warming is increasing because of pollution. The topic, environment. Type, informative. The second step is analyze the text, in which we are looking for argument, causes, and effect. And as example from the same text, we have as cause pollution and as effect global warming. So at this stage you should understand the text deeply. Okay? And for the last step, synthesize, you should summarize the text. Use simple words to have the main idea of the text. From the same example, global warming is caused by pollution. Here you observe, then you analyze, and finally you summarize or synthesize with your own words. Let's move to how to write an analytical paragraph by using 4 parts: main idea, explanation, example, and conclusion. And we have here an example like renewable energy is very important. Explanation is it helps reduce pollution. Giving an example like, for example, solar energy is clean. Then as conclusion, therefore, or overall, it is a good solution. And last but not the least, as piece of advice, always use linking words to connect your ideas. For example, you have however, therefore, in addition, on the other hand, moreover, likewise, and the list goes on as you can see from the table. To conclude, Group communication is the best skill in academic life. Working in a group helps you learn new ideas and improve your skills. So always listen to others, speak clearly, and respect different opinions. Okay? And when you study text, follow 3 steps: observe, analyze, and summarize. Also, remember to write in a clear and organized way. Finally, practice communication every day to improve your skills. So, the more you practice, the more confident you become. Now, thank you for your attention and see you next session.